Before I begin, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reactions. This story is raw, personal, and one I'll never forget. It started with a single text that I wish I could erase from my memory. I was scrolling through my phone after a long day at work when a notification popped up from someone I never expected. You think he's perfect? Wait until you see him tonight. My stomach twisted. I didn't know who it was. Panic, confusion, and curiosity hit all at once. The dinner was meant to be a celebration, my promotion, my achievements, but the moment I walked into that fancy restaurant, I sensed something was off. My husband, usually warm and attentive, seemed distant. His smile didn't reach his eyes, and there was a tension in his posture that made me uneasy. As we sat down, I noticed his phone buzz repeatedly, and he excused himself more than once. At first, I told myself it was work. Maybe it was an emergency. But the way he glanced around nervously whenever someone mentioned a project, the way he kept his hand over the screen, it gnawed at me. Then came the humiliation. Midway through the dinner, when our friends were laughing and sharing stories, he leaned across the table, his voice loud and cutting. Honestly, I don't know why you even tried for this promotion. It's not like you're capable of handling anything beyond the basics. The words hit me like a slap, sharp and humiliating, and the laughter around the table felt like it was mocking me. My cheeks burned, my chest tightened, and for a moment I couldn't breathe. I wanted to disappear, to crawl under the table and hide. I kept telling myself I must have misheard, that he couldn't possibly mean it, but his eyes were cold, devoid of any affection, and I realized with a sinking heart that he meant it. After that night, things became subtle, yet impossible to ignore. Missed calls, vague excuses, the faint scent of someone else on his clothes. Little breadcrumbs that made my mind spin in endless loops of doubt and suspicion. I questioned myself first. Was I imagining it? Was I overreacting? But deep down, I knew something was wrong. It was a Tuesday evening when I accidentally found the truth. His phone was left unattended while he grabbed a glass of water. I shouldn't have looked, but curiosity and dread overpowered me. There was a string of messages that shattered every illusion I had. Flirtatious texts, hidden photos, secret plans with someone else. The betrayal wasn't dramatic in the movie's sense. There were no shouting matches or sudden confessions. It was quieter, colder, and infinitely more cutting. I remember sitting on the edge of our bed, phone in hand, trembling. I wanted to scream, to throw something, to demand answers. Instead, tears fell silently. Memories replayed in my head like a cruel film. Moments of trust, small gestures, the times I believed in us, all tainted now, all feeling like lies. The confrontation was inevitable. I waited for him to come home, trying to collect the shattered pieces of myself into something resembling composure. When he walked in, I showed him the messages. His face didn't show guilt at first, just surprise, as if he hadn't expected to be caught. And then, slowly, remorse, followed by excuses that sounded hollow. I didn't mean for it to go this far, he said. I was just lonely, I thought. I stopped him. I didn't need explanations. I didn't need apologies that would never heal the scar. I needed honesty, but what I got was a jumble of regret and justification, too little, too late. In the weeks that followed, the emotional fallout was worse than the betrayal itself. I questioned every laugh we shared, every tender look, every promise. Even now, months later, memories sting like fresh wounds. But amidst the heartbreak, something shifted inside me. The humiliation, the betrayal, the silent suffering, they became fuel, a strange kind of clarity. I learned that my self-worth wasn't tied to someone else's approval, and that protecting my heart sometimes means walking away quietly, without vengeance, without bitterness. Eventually, I made the choice to leave. Not with a dramatic scene, not with anger, but with quiet strength. There was no shouting, no final confrontation, only a solemn goodbye that I carried with me silently. And in that silence, I found my own voice again. Even now, when I think back to that night at dinner, the words, the laughter, the humiliation, the pain still lingers. But it no longer defines me. I survived it, I grew from it, and I learned that betrayal doesn't have to break you completely. Sometimes it just teaches you who you truly are. So, if you've ever felt humiliated, betrayed, or unseen, know this. Your worth isn't diminished by someone else's cruelty. And sometimes the most powerful revenge is simply reclaiming your own life, one quiet, steady step at a time. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you face betrayal and heartbreak. We're in this together, one story at a time.